everybody, welcome back here to another video on Deca City. On my tutorial world, I'm going to show you guys the difference between a couple item sorting machines. So let's go over here and show you what we're going to need for this build. We're going to need lots of hoppers. We're going to need lots of redstone repeaters, redstone comparators, chests, blocks of your choice, and an item that you can rename, and some redstone dust and redstone torches. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pre-build a little setup right over here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back here. I've made a little pre-built set here. I've got my item elevator over there on the left, and we're going to do two different item sorting machines, one on the left here and one on the right. And I'm going to show you the difference and the better of the two and why you would want to build your item sorting machine one way versus the other way. Alright, so over here we're going to get started. I'm going to do the simple straight down with your hoppers on one side, and then on this side I'm going to do a zigzag pattern. Alright, so we're going to do four rows for this item sorter for each style. So on the top here we're going to do 3 rows of the blocks of our choice, just like this. Okay, and underneath here we're going to place a block going across in the middle and do the same on this side. This is where our redstone torches are going to set, so let's grab those really quick. Alright, we're going to place 4 here and 4 on the other side, just like that. Alright, and let's grab our block of choice, and we're going to put a temporary block, delete that one, and place 4 blocks across. Do the same on this side, temporary block with block in the middle, and we'll do our 4 blocks here. This is what our redstone repeaters are going to sit on, so let's grab those. So we got 4 repeaters here and 4 repeaters this way, and they're going to be facing the redstone torches on the other side there. So now we're going to place a temporary block, and we're going to hide those redstone repeaters. Just like this. Okay. And now on top here, so our design should look just like this. So we're going to place redstone dust across these 3 blocks, just like this. We're going to do the same on this one. Okay, and then we're going to turn around this way and place our comparators facing the redstone dust. So let's do 4 across here and 4 across here. You should have this kind of setup. This is going to be your basic setup for all your item sorting machines. Alright, now across here, I'm just going to do a quick little line all the way across. And this is just going to be a temporary line so I can stand and crouch. So what you're going to do is you're going to crouch and place a hopper facing each comparator. I'll do the same over here on this side. Alright, just like that. And I'm going to delete this temporary line here, now that I got those set up. Alright, and now what we're going to do is we're going to do our first item sorting machine over here. So we're going to grab our chests, and right in line with this column, which is right in line with the hoppers up above, that's where our hopper is going to be. So we're going to go over from that and place our chest line we're going to crouch, and we're just going to fill this with our chests. And we're going to keep one space below the hoppers that we placed going into the comparators. So this shouldn't take long, so I'm going to fill this in here really quick. So with this sorting machine, this is going to have all the hoppers on the back side. And this is the one that I don't necessarily recommend if you're going to be doing this in a large building. But let's go ahead and place our hoppers. We're going to start here at the top, and we're going to crouch, and we're going to place our hoppers. We're going to do a hopper row for each row of chests. Just like so. And 2 more rows. There we go. And there's our hoppers feeding into the first item sorter machine. Alright, so we got that set up there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to we're going to finish this off right here. We're going to place a hopper going down into our hopper lines. And these are going to be going straight down. Just like that. Alright, so that is our first one. And over here we're going to do a zigzag pattern. So let me get set up for this and be right back. Alright, so it got a little dark on me, but this is where we're going to be doing our zigzag pattern. So we're going to do 1 row of chests, just like we did with the other side. We're going to go right next to the column. Oops, one too many there. Alright, and I already placed hoppers facing down, so I apologize that I didn't put that in this part of the tutorial. So what we're going to do is we do double chests on the top, going towards the redstone torches with a row of hoppers below. Then double chests, hoppers down below, double chest, and hoppers on the final row. Alright, now we're going to go to the other side and we're going to continue the pattern. So we're going to skip the top row because we already have our double chest at the top. So the second row down, we're going to do our, oops, sorry, I gotta crouch, do our double chests. And then we're going to do our hopper row. And again, double chest. Oops. There we go. Okay, and then our hopper row again. And finally, the bottom row is going to be double chest. Oops. There we go. Just like that. And that's our zigzag pattern. So these are our 2 different designs for the item sorting machine. So now what I'm going to do is grab an anvil. And let's go down here. It's in here somewhere. Or let's grab item frames first, sorry. Okay, we're going to place these across the top. Just so, because I like to put the item that is in each row, so that way it's easier to find the items. Okay, now let's grab. Give me just a second here. Okay. So we got our 2 styles set up. So for the item sorting machine, just really quickly, I'm going to show you why I like this style better. So if you put items in the top chest here, and we grab next item that we'll do for the next chest. I'm just going to do the first 4 blocks on the thing there. Okay, and I'll just fill this up here. That way you guys can kind of see how easy this works. Okay, see how our items are already going down into the bottom chest? Because of the zigzag pattern, it will always go down to the bottom no matter where you fill it up at. So let me grab some other items that I need here. Okay, now let's grab the anvil. I only need 1, but I already grabbed a stack, so that's okay. And then I need a stack of glass. I like to use the glass just because it's simpler. And you don't have to worry about getting it mixed up too easily. So we're going to place our anvil down here. And depending on how many items you do for your item sorter, you'll want to rename several of these being the same. So I'm going to rename the stack of glass sorter. Just like this, and we'll grab that stack there. Because I'll only need 1 stack because it won't take 64 blocks for all the items that we're doing here. So up here in the hoppers that are facing the comparators is where you're going to place 4 glass going across. Or 4 items that we renamed, I should say. Because if you use a different block than glass, it wouldn't be glass, would it? Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and I filled in the rest of the sorters with the items that I'm going to be doing in these ones here. So I did walls on this side and planks on this side, as you can see there. And this is going to be our item fill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a few stacks here of each of the items that we have in the sorting machine, and we're going to launch these into the item elevator and just show you just how easy it is for them to go up into the item sorting machine. I apologize for the clicking, but it's required for the item elevator to work. So we have our planks going through first, and when you have your items going into the sorter, they will always, if you do it properly, they will have 41 in the machine when you have those 4 blocks that are renamed. So at the bottom here, I'm going to do a block of each type that I put into the item sorting machine. I recommend that you guys do this, put an item frame with the item that's in that row, just so it's way easier for you to find those items when you're going through your sorting machine. Alright, just like that. I'll clear that out, and so with each one, we've got our items in there, and you can see the items coming up the elevator and just dropping right down into that hopper line. And so each item is going to be filtered through, which is good because that's what we want. And I really like the zigzag pattern because what it does is it makes it possible for you to put this in a skyscraper or a large industrial building, and your items will always make it to the bottom. Whereas with this style, the items will get stuck in each row. So when it's first filling up, they will come down to the bottom chest, and then they will go to the next and the next and the next until they reach the top. But once you take items out of the bottom, it won't refill the bottom chest. So I'm going to grab a row of blocks here. I'm going to show you really quick. So you'll see that once I put these in here, they will not start going down. So see how they're just setting in the chest? So we don't have any of that one. But so if I go over here, see how these are going down? It's because they're working their way through the system down to the very bottom chest. Let me grab another row of blocks here. And let me just show you really quickly why this one is more efficient and easier and better for your world. So see how I've just barely started putting them in there and they've already started going down through the system. See how easy that is? That way, if you have this in a tall building, it'll always make its way down to the bottom and you don't have to worry about any items being stuck in chests. Because with this other one, okay, I think we're almost done with the items. Okay, still got another stack going. I do apologize for the clicking, but we're just gonna run those items through. But the problem with this one is you have to have a row or a floor that will access each chest, because once you pull items out of a chest, the only way that it'll get items into that bottom chest is if they go through the hoppers. So when the hopper's full, it'll put them into the chest, but that's pretty much all you'll have left in that system. So if I just show you here really quick, let me turn this off now that the items are through the system. Okay. Sorry, I had a little glitch there for a second. Okay, so if you put items into the hopper, it shows that they will feed down into the line. See how they're going into that chest and then they're coming into this chest too. But if you have items in each chest, they will not work their way down into the hoppers because there's no access for the chest to push them into the hoppers. Whereas with the zigzag pattern, it will go through each chest into a hopper, into the next chest, into the hopper, into the next chest, and so on and so on. So see how I put these into another chest? They do not move. They don't go down in through the system. And it doesn't matter which row you put them on, they won't go through. So those items, you'll have to have access to get to those chests if you want the items that are in them. So let me show you here. Once I put these in, they've already started going down through the system. So this is definitely the better item sorter way to stack your chests, doing the zigzag pattern. So that way, no matter what, your items will always make it down to the bottom and you'll have easy access to them. And then you have your junk chest, of course, for items that aren't in the system. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a piece of glass in here just so you see that it doesn't make its way into the sorting machine and it comes into the junk chest here. Just like that, see? So any items that are not in the system will work their way to the end. And I always recommend putting a junk chest at the end so that way if you do start to overload your item sorting machine and sometimes they get skipped over the area that you're doing, you'll have access to those items in your junk chest and you'll be able to put them back through if you need to. But anyways, me and Villager here are saying see you later. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy this video.